Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus reading for my dearest fellow Virgos. Now Virgo, this partial lunar eclipse is taking place on November 19th and it initiates a new cycle of collective developments related to the Taurus-Scorpio axis. So what this means, or to sort of break this down for you, for the next 2 years, we can expect transformation in our relationship with money, tangible goods, agriculture, food, shared resources, intimacy, sexuality, pleasure, comfort, and our sense of stability. Powerful emotions are likely to bubble to the surface as this lunar eclipse engages in an easy-flowing relationship with Pluto, giving us a sense of renewal, emotional transmutation, and release. A tense opposition with Mercury and Scorpio adds another energetic imprint on this eclipse. So new truths will come to light, which may shock us, but also confirm our intuitive insights. Above all, we're nudged to get back to basics, expect the unexpected changes as with all eclipses, but also understand their purpose, which is to help us stay on our true soul's path. All right, Virgos, let's see what messages Spirit has for us for this full moon lunar eclipse. Messages for my Virgos, please, that they need to hear for their highest and greatest good regarding this partial full lunar eclipse in Taurus, please. Okay, Virgo, ooh, the Page of Swords, excellent. So you guys could have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in your chart. You could be dealing with an air sign or just exhibiting these qualities. Now remember, you guys, my new moon and my full moon readings are general in nature, so they're not all going to apply to love and relationships, so take it how it resonates. But the Page of Swords, Virgo, is telling me that you guys are prepared. You guys are starting a new cycle. You guys have dotted all of your I's. You've crossed all of your T's. The Page of Swords is somebody who is ready. They're ready for this next stage, ready for this next step. They're in alignment, okay, and ready. I love this. And it's like, I love the moon cycles there behind this Page of Swords. Because you've completed a cycle, you're ready to start another. And this is really, truly taking a beginner mind to this, Taurus. Now, this can also be messages and downloads that are coming to you, or maybe you're thinking of sending messages or are sending messages either out to the universe that are more in alignment with you, or actual messages, okay? DMs, text messages, emails, you name it. What you're leaving behind is the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, it may be a love relationship. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this is somebody who, you know, the Knight of Cups is very dreamy, is very imaginative, is very romantic. And I feel with the Page of Swords, you're taking a very cerebral approach to whatever this new step on your journey is. All right, and what you're moving towards is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so some of my Virgos, what I'm getting here, if this relates to love and relationships, but for others of you, it may be something more like your job or your creative expression. I'm seeing that you're letting down your walls and your barriers with this Nine of Wands in reverse, and you may be taking something to the next level. You may be showing those more raw and vulnerable parts of yourself, and not as sort of a manipulative way to get more people to, you know, to get more praise or anything like that by any means. It's because it's time. Now, this could be a particular relationship or friendship where you're letting down these walls and these barriers. For others of my Virgos, you guys are also learning that you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I feel that there's been some sort of energy or some sort of mistrust that you've been carrying around with you. Now, it could be, you know, because of relationships, because of, you know, childhood issues. But I feel like a lot of my Virgos, it's like, you know, if you want a job done well, you do it yourself. And a lot of you guys, this has led to sort of a distorted masculine energy of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders to the point of, with this Nine of Wands, which can indicate the point of collapse or burnout. And so whether this is romantic, whether this is school, whether this is work, or just your family relationships, friends, soul tribe, it's like my Virgos are learning the need to delegate, express their emotions, express their feelings. Recognize that, you know, Virgo, you don't have to do all of it all by yourself all the time, okay? And they are showing me hermit energy. Now, what you need to know, the Three of Crystals in reverse, yeah, there's been a lack of support, reciprocity, teamwork, collaboration, whether this is a repeating pattern or this is something that's really sort of been ingrained and imprinted onto your nervous system, Virgo, that, you know, people don't help you out. I know I learned at a very young age I hated doing group projects in school because I always felt like my partners didn't do their part, or they didn't do it. I was an A student, so like, and I wasn't A plus, I was usually more like an A minus, but I don't know why I'm telling you that, but what I'm saying is that I felt like the people when I did group projects didn't pull their weight. And this is a very, very sort of interesting lesson to learn, because the Three of Pentacles, this can be in love relationships. This could be something that started back in your childhood, at school, within the family. But I feel like my Virgos, you guys learned not to trust people a while ago. And so you're used to, and I'm not saying that there's a martyr syndrome, but you're used to taking on more than you really truly should, because there was somewhere imprinted on your nervous system this lack of collaboration, cooperation, compatibility, okay? And we see the Ace of Wands. So some of my Virgos, what you need to do, some of you guys, you're learning to say no. And I love that energy, because it's like putting up walls and barriers, even though you're dropping some, but it's also learning your boundaries and saying no to overextending. We have the 9 and the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Wands, taking on too much responsibility, taking on other people's problems, taking on their financial difficulties, always being the one to rush in with this Knight of Cups and save the day, but nobody really ever doing that for you. And, Virgo, this is important, because you're starting this new era, this new cycle where you're putting yourself first, okay? And we see the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I do see that there has been, or there will be, some sort of rejection, but I feel like this is my Virgos saying no, because you're sick of carrying the weight of the world around with you on your shoulders. You're sick of being in love, family, coworker relationships where people don't pull their weight. There's an energy of exhaustion here. You could have been dealing with people that were making a lot of promises or talk a really good talk, but don't back it up with actions. And Virgos, I feel like you're feeling very emotionally drained. Now, it could be that there was a rejection here on some level for you, and I know it's hard because when you're going through it, you don't see it as protection and redirection. You don't see it as a good thing, but I see it as exactly what you needed to understand the dynamics of this particular relationship or this situation, so that you could move away from it or beyond it or past it, okay? And we see the Page of Cups. In doing so, look at you. You're calling in something new. The Page of Cups, he's turned on, or she has turned on her heart light there, coming into alignment. And you can see she's like integrating these new light codes, this new energy, this awakening that she's gone through. Remember, my readings aren't gender specific. We all have divine masculine and feminine energies within us. But what I'm seeing here is that you're coming into alignment. You're learning to trust your heart. You're learning to balance head over heart here and make decisions that are best for you, Virgo. And the Page of Cups is telling me you may be getting an apology. This can be in the form of some sort of reconciliation, some sort of vindication, but it's also an offer. And I feel like, Virgo, because you're in this new energy, because you're letting go of these burdens, and some of you, you're letting people in that you can trust, because you are attracting a new and a different collective. You're leaving maybe a lower vibrational timeline or group of people or situation behind, but that doesn't mean you're launched into la nada, into the nothing, into the void. You're starting a new journey on a different, higher vibrational timeline. And we see the Queen of Crystals. Yeah, Virgo, this is your energy depleted. Some of you guys have been overgiving, maybe in more than one area of your life. But it's time. It's time to amend that. A lot of you, I'm seeing some of you repairing cracks or leaks in your aura, in your energetic field, because there's something here that has been taken from you, Virgo. Something here that, and it may feel like there was a big rejection here for you, but I feel more than anything, my Virgos, you guys are learning to say no, but at the same time, you're allowing yourself to receive. So they're showing me really balancing that sacral chakra. And yeah, you guys have been emotionally, financially, physically, mentally drained. You're seeing that now. You're going through a deep awakening. All right. I said this earlier, but I did or in one of my other videos, but I do put out daily TikTok and Instagram videos. And it's similar to a message that I put out this morning about really letting go of the past as you go through this sort of awakening, and moving into this very empowered energy that I see coming out for you today, Virgo. So we have Neptune, dream and transcend. So a lot of my Virgos, what I'm seeing here, there was some sort of manipulation, or there was some sort of fears or illusions that there was a reason as well. Like when we're trapped in karmic cycles, or when we're learning these difficult challenges in this school of life, we may not be able to see things for how they truly are until we've had some distance. We've gotten some clarity. We've put some space between us, some time. And what I'm seeing is you are transcending any illusions. And these can be illusions, things that you learn to believe, as self-preservation, like I have to do it on my own. There's nobody that wants to help me, that can help me, that will meet me halfway. This is just the way it is. And that may have been true in many situations, but it doesn't always have to be that way. I also feel like my Virgos, you guys are daring to dream of a different reality and transcend a lower vibrational timeline. Beautiful. Cancer energy. So some of you could have water in your chart, or maybe you were dealing with a Cancer, but I feel like you are learning to nurture, comfort, and protect yourself above all, whereas you were taking care of everybody else, Virgo. And we get Libra. Ooh, I love Libran energy. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. The scales of justice being balanced, calling harmony back into your life. Because for a long time with this Queen of Crystals, and look at that, we have Virgo energy, the Serenity card in reverse, learning this lesson, seeing that there was something that was wildly out of balance here for you, Virgo. All right, and then the 6th house, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Yeah, that's very Virgo energy. But the 6th house is also, it's time for you to grow. I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you guys were, whether this is an energetic bank account or an actual bank account, like you guys save, you guys budget, you guys work hard, you put away, and then there was always somebody else that was coming in that you were giving it to, or that was taking from you, depending on your perspective, right? And I'm seeing here that you're learning that, what, if I had given myself 10% of everything that I was giving away, I would have this healthy foundation. Or, if I was giving myself half of what I was giving to other people, I would be in a different place. But it's not about coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's about starting now and taking those practical steps. We get the 11th house, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian belief. So I see a lot of my Virgos, you guys are working on some sort of creative project. Some of you may be working on like some sort of humanitarian or philanthropic project with group members. And I was picking up on that really strong with this Page of Cups, establishing new relationships that may not be so romantic in nature, but it's like meeting soul tribe, collective. Some of you guys are starseeds. You're going to be meeting people from your collective, who share the same vision for the world, for the future, and joining up and giving you this support. I just see this huge sacral chakra opening for my Virgos, where you're opening up to receive. It is long overdue, and it's like you don't have to fight this fight alone. You don't have to do it all on your own, Virgo. Beautiful energy, and you're seeing that now. What a transformation. The Huntress, the Pleiades, light my quest to be wild and free. A lot of my Virgos, you absolutely are. You're setting yourself free from illusions, delusions, difficult karmic relationship situations, again, where you were expected to do everything. And then I'm also seeing here with Pleiades, a lot of you, I'm tapping into like a starseed energy, whether you're Pleiadian or not, you could be Sirian, Arcturian, anything, but you are meeting other members of your collective or people with whom you've spent time in a certain star system with, or maybe you were in Atlantis together, that sort of thing. But you're going to have those little insights just in the small things. So I love this because it's like this energy of love and support for my Virgos. And yeah, you're calling in abundance. I feel like Virgos, you have been helping other people get rich, you know, and I mean that energetically. Maybe it's financially, maybe not. But I feel like you've been helping everybody get rich, and you should be a lot further along than you are, but you're seeing that now. And it's not a knock, it's not a criticism, but you've gone through a bit of an awakening, and you're like, yeah, I am going to nurture, comfort, and protect myself, my assets, my energy first and foremost. Because with the Queen of Crystals as well, it's like, if you want to continue on this journey of helping, because I'm sure many of my Virgos do, you have to have the resources to do that, but you have to take care of number one first. Okay, and expression. I express my intuition and self-confidence and love. So this is also unblocking your throat chakra, Virgo, and I feel that. I feel a lot of my beautiful Virgos out there, you're learning to say no louder, clearer, and quicker than before to things that aren't in alignment, and not really feeling bad about it. You know, not being apologetic about, you know, being you know, protecting your time, your energy, your love, your money, and your resources. Some people may not get that, and there may be certain people that don't like it, of course, right? Because I do feel there's been some sort of parasitic energies around you, Virgo, whether it's intentional or unintentional, but you are freeing and releasing yourself. Oh, Virgo, Pegasus of Vega. So there's that star system, Virgo, coming through for you guys. A lot of my Virgos who consider themselves starseeds, even if you don't, it's okay. You don't have to be for these messages to resonate. But what I love about this is we've got Vega, and this is a star system. And it's telling you you are guided to focus not on what is said so much as on what is done. You are encouraged to listen for the truth behind appearances and beneath words. So just a little background, I am reading from Alana Fairchild's Pegasus Oracle. And she's saying that you are encouraged to listen for the truth behind appearances and beneath words. There's that illusion, that Neptunian breaking down, shattering illusions about situations and relationships, Virgo. Even things that maybe you've learned or you've that are imprinted on your nervous system, or things that you tell yourself. Like, nobody can do it, you know, that nobody can help me. Nobody can truly help me. I'm a lone wolf. I mean, some of that can be true at times, but it's not a given, okay? And trust your intuitive sense of what is real, reliable, and healthy for you. I love how these messages are just, you know, summing up this reading beautifully. You are being granted healing from Vega, which helps you align you with your inner soul note or frequency. Your psychic sensitivity is heightened at this time, and you are learning how different frequencies enhance or distort your own. And I do feel that there may have been a situation or a particular person, maybe a water sign, but we're not going to knock all water signs, but it could have been. Specifically, it could be a Pisces energy, but seeing how this person's energy, their karma, and their attachments may have been distorting your frequency, and needing and learning quicker to sort of to notice that and to cut it off, or to distance yourself from it. No judgment is required. Every note has a place in the music of the spheres, but some adjustments may be needed so your soul song can ring true. Yeah, and so you can realize this vision here, Virgo, for the future. Because a lot of my Virgos, it's not only just for your romantic life, for your professional life, for your home life. I do see a lot of my Virgos doing service-oriented work, and not just because you're a Virgo, but I feel like I'm picking up on people who, you know, who help homeless, or help people, people who survivors of domestic abuse, refugees, and I'm specifically getting animals as well, like people who work with animal welfare. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Exactly what I was just saying. Thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful confirmation. And blue star. Oh, some of you guys, you know, you may be Syrian, but starseeds, or you spent a particular amount of time on a blue planet or on a blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Oh, beautiful starseed messages here for those of you who resonate as starseeds. Even if you don't, powerful stuff going on here, Virgo. I wish you all the best. Really lean into this energy, you guys. It is time. It's time for you to create that vision in your soul, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, Virgos. I'm just sort of like, ooh, I just got like beautiful kind of sparkly chills all over as I closed out that reading. Sending you so much love and light. If these messages resonate with you, I'm just going to ask that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the description box if you're after a private reading, you like the cards I'm using, you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Feel free to leave a comment, and don't forget to ring that little wiggly bell and hit all notifications so you guys get uploaded whenever I upload new content, which I do quite frequently. All right, you guys, love and light.